Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. My name is Susan Timchak and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'd like to welcome you. What I wanted to show with you today is a technique, not necessarily any type of card or project, just something I had mentioned in a previous video. And let me just get a drink here. Sorry about that. My throat's a little scratchy. In a previous video, I talked about a shaving cream technique. And every time I went to the Dollar Tree, I forgot about picking up shaving cream. It's not something that I keep in my house. So I finally got there today. And I wanted to hurry up and do this video for you before I forgot again. So this is actually a technique called a shaving cream technique. And you can use any type of shaving cream, but it has to be the white kind. It can't be the gel one. It has to be like, white. They had another kind there, but I wanted to kind of stick with a known brand. So you can get a lot of different card fronts or whatever it is you want to make out of it, out of one can. It goes a long way. So what I have here protected my table is, this is actually from the DT as well. It's one of those cutting mats that you use in your kitchen, and they're great for crafts because you can wipe them off. They're plastic. And I just want to forewarn you, this is a messy technique. So if you're worried about getting ink and things on your hands, you might want to wear gloves for it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to try to be as clean as I can. You know how that goes sometimes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shake up our shaving cream. And let me take the top off. And let me make some room here. And we're just going to take the shaving cream. Yeah, let's see, maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know why it's coming out like that. Is that normal? Those of you that use shaving cream? I don't know. I'm not a shaving cream person. And that's quite a lot there. So let me move my little sign out of the way and I can bring that back later. I'm using a bone folder and I'm just going to kind of spread this out. I think I really went hog wild on this. I think I needed that much. It's been a while since I've done the technique, but that's okay. And let me grab baby wipe to kind of wipe this off. And it also makes your room smell good. The shaving cream has a nice manly scent to it. All right, let me grab a couple more baby wipes here. Hold on. Or I'm going to have shaving cream all over my stamp room. Okay, so I kind of spread it out, made like a nice layer. All right, so next, these little bottles that, and I have it everywhere. Look at this. I'm going to be like wearing this to work tomorrow. Good thing I shower before work. What these are is, these are the little, they're called re-ink bottles that we use for our stamp pads when we notice that they're getting a little bit light in stamping with. You just squeeze out your re-inkers onto your pad and it revitalizes them and brings them back to life. So you don't have to worry about throwing away your ink pads when they get dry. So I always do recommend, if you're buying one of our ink pads, to always get a refill. And another reason is that there's other things you can do with them besides re-inking, and this is one of the projects that we're going to create. So I'm actually using some of the new Stampin' Up! Colors that are going to be coming out on June 1st. This color is Berry Burst. And then we have Powder Pink, which is a very light pink. And then we have this really fun color, Lemon Lime Twist. Okay. And when you're doing this technique, you don't want too many colors. I would say no more than 4, because it ends up getting a little bit muddy if you do too many. So let's start with our lightest color first. And you can, oh, not that much. Whoa. Susan, you are going to town there. All right, well, that really came out well. Like I said, this is fun. You don't know what you're going to get. These are real brand new ring bottles, and I probably should check out the tip on that because it's really spreading out. But for this technique, it's okay. All right. That's why you want to make sure you have a protected workspace, right? All right, and then just going to do that. And maybe an apron for yourself, depending. And this is fun to do with the kids. Okay, so I have my re-ink droplets on here. And again, I'm using my bone folder. And I'm just going to kind of swirl this in. Now, if you notice that you have a little bit, maybe too much white, you might want to go ahead and, add some more. This is reminding me of like a Christmas color. What do you guys think? But anyhow, I wanted to use some of the new colors. Thinking I need a little more green in there, but anyhow, you don't want to do too much of this. Let me see. I don't want to add too much though, because I don't want to mix it too much. Again, this is trial and error with these colors, because you guys are the first to see this. All right, let's go ahead and stick with that, shall we? Okay, now I have our Whisper White cardstock by Stampin' Up, and I took a sheet of 8.5 by 11 and I cut it in half at 4 1/4, and then I cut those at 5 1/2. So then you actually have 4/4 sheets of cardstock here, and it is a white. It's a Whisper White. You can use colors with it as well, but you want to use a nice smooth cardstock to do this. Of course, I feel Stampin' Up has a very nice quality cardstock. Some of the other cardstocks from the other stores might be a little too flimsy and might not work with this. So it's a trial and error. I do recommend Stampin' Up's cardstock. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place your cardstock right in here. Okay, and then you're going to lift it up. And what you have left is this. So now this is where I wish I had another sheet. Let me just grab another piece of paper here to put that. And you do want to have a lot of room when you're doing this. Okay. Let me grab another sheet over here. And, okay, hold on a second. Okay. So here's what we have. Now you do want to take a tissue, and again, I don't have my tissues in here. I'm never prepared sometimes, but that's how it rolls. And you will wipe this off. Let me do this off camera and I'll show you, because it's a little messy. Let me wipe this off, and I'll do another one for you so you can see. Hold on. Like I said, this is messy. So if you don't like to get messy, you might want to wear gloves for it. Okay, so I wiped this off, and look at the fun background that created. Isn't that great? All right, let me do another one for you. Now you can get multiples out of this. You don't have to, go ahead and do any more to it. You can get multiples. And what I want to do is I want to clear this, because I want to actually show you something else to do. Okay, so we'll lift this off. Now, if you notice that there's not a whole lot of color, go ahead and stick that back down. You're not going to harm anything by that. If you find that there's a certain spot where maybe there was no color. And there you go. Messy, eh? Okay, let me move this out. And I did close the door so my friend Dory does not come in when I'm doing this, because that would not be very pretty. I can just see her diving into that shaving cream. All right, so here, if you had get this out of the way. You had your paper towel, and you go ahead and wipe this off. Now you could see, because I went back in and did it again, added more color to it. So look how fun that is. Now you'll let this dry, because it is damp. It's a little damp from being wet with the shaving cream. But isn't that fun? Let's do some more, should we? And I'm so glad I have all these wipes here. All right, let me move this aside. let's try something else here. All right, my bone folder. Let's add a few more droplets. A little more berry burst on this. And do a little more scraping here down to the bottom. Trying to pull in some of that white from the sides. This one's going to be really, really pinky. Okay. All right, here's my cardstock. I'm going to dump that in there and peel it up. Now something else. Ooh, look at that. Woohoo, I love that. All right, let me move this out of the way. Let me bring my other paper back over. All right, here we are. Okay, now what we can also do is take another piece of cardstock and make a sandwich on top of that piece of cardstock. Press it down and peel it up. And notice some spots there I miss. Peel that one up. And wipe this off. Oh, I'm loving this. Are you loving this? What do you think? Messy, but worth it, right? Fun. This is great to do with the kids. Summer's coming. Rainy days are coming, unfortunately. I think this weekend here in PA, we're supposed to have some nasty weather. This would be a great project to do with them. Let me bring back the other color that was on top and wipe this off. Now, all you're wiping off is the shaving cream, and you're not, don't worry about wiping off some of the color with that because you have plenty on there. All right, so let's take a look at those. Now, you can see the one has a much brighter color to it than the other one because this was the one that was on top. But I think it's a fun technique, and I think it's something that you're going to want to definitely try. The best part about it is clean up on this plastic thing. You just run this right under the sink to clean it off, but there's a lot more playtime left in this. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to thank you for joining me. If you have any questions on this, or if you try it out yourself, be sure to let me know how it works for you. Here is my blog that you can check out, along with my demonstrator website, aka online store. And I want to thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you again real soon. So bye everyone, and enjoy, and happy shaving. Talk to you real soon. Bye for now.